I'm Philippe Normand, Global Marketing Director for Can Am Off-Road Vehicles. Well, it's a new crowd to Can Am, so we're targeting specifically rancher, farmers and hunter, which use their vehicle more from a utility standpoint than a pure performance. Well, when we dig more into the consumer, like the farmers, like 80% of the usage is all about working, but you still have that 20% that it's for fun. So that's the reason why we didn't want to build a pure utility machine, but also a machine that if you go on a trail, you could still have fun. Well, you know, there was a lot of people wanted us to build a bench seat type of side-by-side, but Can Am being known for innovation, we didn't want it to come with a Me Too product. So to develop a product that could stand up from the competition, we interviewed more than 100 farmers and hunters around the globe just to check how they were using their vehicle and how we could improve it. One, the engine itself. It's highly reliable and it's the most powerful engine in the industry right now in terms of torque. So the other item is all about those little, we say, clever things that we added. For example, when we did some observation, we looked at farmers, you know, are using their dash as an office, lots of paper, lots of tool. So we decided to have a dash that is a lot larger and with more storage space. This is one example. The other item also we discovered is that people inside, and they were putting the dogs, let's say, on the bench seat, but that was ripping the seat. So we developed a flip type of seat just to make sure you could have some more space, for example, for the dog. So it's full of little things like that that makes a huge difference. Again, when we did our observation, you know, the frame of reference for toughness was pickup. One other thing also we looked at is people go in and out really often from their vehicle. And what we observed from a competitive vehicle is that the frame was always in their way. So what we've done is the A-frame, we push it more forward so that this way you could more easily go in and out of the vehicle. The other aspect also we work on the chassis is adding few items that make it easier to add accessories on it. Because again, a lot of farmers, you know, they never buy a stock unit. They always add accessories. So we developed the chassis, let's say that it's easier, for example, to add a windshield. It's easier to add a side door. So the payload capacity is class leading in the industry. We're at 1,000 pounds. But what we wanted to do also is develop few items. Like we've added separator in the box so that you could put 1x3 just to do separation. We also introduced Link, our Link system, which is a quick attach accessory system, so that you could add, let's say, a wall bed extender. One thing also we've added is like 5-gallon recipient. Lots of farmers are using them. So we put a recess just to make sure that they could hold together. The last item is the tailgate. People are sitting on their tailgate, they're putting load on their tailgate. And from the competition, looking at it, their tailgate was, I would say, quite flimsy. So we decided to add it more firmness, to make it tougher so that you could have more loads on the tailgate. So the tow capacity on the Defender is a class leading. We're at 2,000 pounds. And we've completely recalibrated the engine so that it could easily, at low RPM, pull that load. So we use an existing engine that is well known, our 800 and 1000 RV twin engine, but we calibrated to make sure that you could have maximum torque at low RPM. So what we've discovered is, depending on the conditions, sometimes farmers have a tendency to change the way they're using the units. So just to help them out, we introduced 3 modes. Like you say, Eco mode, it's all about making sure you have maximum fuel capacity. So with the computer, we are reducing speed and torque. With work, what we've did is maximum torque, but making sure that at low RPM, you have a good range of torque. And the normal mode is the totally unrestricted, for example. Also, just to facilitate work, for sure we have 2x4, 4x4, but it's also the possibility to unlock the rear differential. If you want to have tighter radius, or if you don't want to damage your turf, you just open the rear diff. Well, it's going to do well because it's really a product that will stand out from the competition. It's not a Me Too bench seat type of vehicle. It's a vehicle that was developed with Can Am DNAs on it. And people know Can Am, we know it's all about innovation. So all about those little clever details that will make it different in the day-to-day of a farmer. And the second one, it's all about power. You know, when you're working, it's all about making sure you have the higher torque. And this is part of our DNA too. So hopefully farmers will find the Can Am DNA in a pure utility vehicle.